Episode 8, The Pillar of the World. And everything seems to be working fine here. I don't know why the first time I recorded, why they were crazy stuttering. I had stuttering with Nvidia Broadcast Wrap in other applications then also, so I don't know, but we're gonna just... Hey, it's working. It's great. Let's move on.
Let us recap. 3 years ago, you were sent to the center of the Earth as part of a top-secret mission to ensure the delivery of Little Orpheus, an atomic-powered capsule. You promptly vanished until you casually wandered up to Molodiyozhnaya station 3 years later, claiming to have saved the world, but lost Little Orpheus in the process. Is this correct?
Yes, General, it is, but...
You are charged with many crimes against the state, including desertion, lying to a superior officer, and sedition. Any one of these charges bears the punishment of execution by firing squad.
No black bars in episode 8 here in the beginning. The whole episode 7 had black bars going for and definitely gotta be in the
General,
bug.
you must be reasonable. I did my best. It's all true, I swear. I swear upon the lives of my family.
Oh, do you? Auntie Marcia and Uncle Vanya, the traveling tinker and the pig dentist, or perhaps Cousin Pavel, the criminal mastermind with the unhealthy taste for eggs. How stupid do you think I am, Comrade Pivalov?
Okay, this looks like a bit like the temple palette,
it is all
color
true.
palette.
Maybe your toy maker, or was it watchmaker, Faza, who apparently taught you all he knew, despite being killed when you were less than 5 years old.
I was a fast learner?
You have precisely 1 minute to convince me not to summon the guards, and have you shot on the spot.
A minute? A lifetime? It's all I need, General.
Let's skip that little part. I don't see why that is there really. I guess that the episodes are shorter because this is again like
My father, I told
like
you,
a
I
mobile
think
game
I told
or-
you, he was a toy maker,
play in
and
shorter
he often
sessions?
played with clockwork parts.
Tavarish.
But this made all those childhood wonders pale into insignificance. And it was fortunate indeed that my uncle...
Vanya, the pig dentist?
No, my other uncle, Sasha, had taken me mountaineering in the Urals during my childhood, for it was only by scaling these giant mechanical parts that I would reach Little Orpheus.
Yes, I had been thinking that it seems awfully convenient that you were such an accomplished climber. I don't, however, recall any mention of this Uncle Sasha in your file.
He was a very private
He was
man.
a very unlikely man.
That was Uncle Sasha's blessing and his curse.
Whoop. We need to interact. That's a huge mashing pump, but I guess again, mobile games have like maybe a bigger button. Tap the screen. It needs to be bigger because the screen is smaller. So, yes, there's a lot of like mobile game legacy. It's being left within the game here. Oh, I made it. I just took a leap of faith. And another one. Whoop. This is, you know, a little bit more unusual, but this is a game that I, you know, probably won't watch anyone play through because it doesn't really, like, you can't really play this in any other like way, and there aren't a lot of things that I feel people would react to different and stuff like that. So probably when I'm done with this, it's just gonna be, it was a fun little experience here, and well, now we're done. Like a decent movie, I guess. It's a good comparison. Some movies you rewatch, some not. Pushed. What? Am I missing something here? Huh? Can I wait here? I can, okay, that's interesting. Weird choice to not have just time it to run through. Doesn't really add a lot to this. I don't get it. It was so weird.
Those great wheels and cogs clashed and boomed. The vast hands of all time crunching forever and ever around.
Ivan Ivanovich.
Pendulums and springs and great big wheels and tiny little wheels.
Tavarish Privalov, stop!
Though at least the Menk were not here, especially as they seemed to infest the world below the surface. Menkf, Menkf everywhere. Menkf, Menkf, Menkf. Many Menkf. Menkf aplenty. Menkf.
You are babbling. Comrade, enough.
Is this a crusher? Yes, it is. So, okay. Crusher, so you need to time this. Right. I gotta remember that everything is simple, so I don't try to overthink stuff. The easy sometimes, since especially after playing Superland. Whoa, okay. Superland 6 inches under, and you know Superland, the original game, and also a bit of Superland, the DLC Crash. It's very just easy getting stuck in like trying to think like, how do I do this super very challenging puzzle, and then this is like, what? Stop thinking. Just go, jump. There's no
But where was Toll?
really thinking puzzles here.
High above, on the clock face, perhaps, with his radios and his crystals. Now, if I could
Okay,
just
so that
reach
one
him,
you could just
I
run
could-
through.
But where was Toll?
Ah.
Haha. High above, on the clock face, perhaps, with his radios and his crystals. Now,
Why
if
would
I
you
could
not
just
just
reach
run
him,
through the
I
first one?
could use the bomb.
There is no bomb. You have no idea. How
Is
to
no
make
bomb.
a
Ivan is the
You
bomb.
have no idea about how to do anything one might actually expect of a cosmonaut.
The bomb?
Ivan Ivanovich! Time is up.
Dun dun dun.
Stop talking, Tavarish. You don't know what happens next. It is obvious. You've done very well. I applaud you for your efforts and your story. It is a wonderful tale, Comrade Privalov. I have enjoyed it immensely. But every story needs
Must
an
be
ending.
ending.
And
Must
it is
come to an
clear
end.
yours does not have one.
I just need more time.
I think that even if I gave you all the time in the world, it would not be enough.
No, General. I can do this. That is, I remember what happens next. I just need to catch my breath and compose myself.
We both know how this story ends, comrade.
But little Orpheus,
Oh,
you haven't
little
heard what
Orpheus.
happened.
We will find out soon enough. You will be executed, and another expedition will be sent.
No, you cannot. You cannot. We must never go back. You don't understand.
Make me, then. Make me understand. I am a kind man, although you may not believe this.
I do not want to have you shot. So help me. Make me understand. Tell me what happened to little Orpheus.
Whoop. Whoopa.
It was...
Ivan Ivanovich?
It was...
It was.
No. I'm sorry, General. I'm sorry, I have no idea. You are right. I simply cannot think what happened next. It's just... a blank, General. There's nothing there. I am very tired, you see.
Comrade Privanov. Ivan.
You're right. It's over, General. Perhaps you would be so kind as to write to my mother for me.
Of course I will.
You are a kind man, as you have said. And, General,
Yes, Ivan.
was it a good story?
Oh, yes. It was an excellent story.
Thank you, General. I am just sorry I couldn't give you an ending.
Unless...
General?
Quiet, Tovarish. I am thinking. Unless... I seem to remember that there were many problems with little Orpheus during production.
General?
Problems with the casing around the atomic battery. Concerns.
Concerns, General?
Yes, concerns. Unlikely though that might be. Yeah, it seems if I remember that it failed to secure properly. A sharp blow could spring the hatch and expose the fragile casing of the bomb to any would-be vandal.
I'm not sure I follow you.
A resourceful yet forgetful hero might, one would think, take advantage of that fact.
But how, General? Where would I find something to strike it with?
The son of a watchmaker would easily find something within a giant clock mechanism that resembled a hammer, surely.
A hammer? Why, yes, General. I do remember now. I grasped the hammer-shaped thingamabob.
Let's just agree it was a hammer, Ivan.
Yes, of course. Let's do that. I recovered my senses, shook my head, and looked about me. In my distracted stupor, I had climbed further up the tower than I ever thought possible. In front of me was the clock face, and I gazed out through it at the sheer expanse of history. And I knew whatever happened next... happened next?
The hand of destiny had fallen upon your shoulder.
Yes! It had. And what an extraordinary hand it was.
And then... cutscene. Quick time event. What? Giant. What the hell? Is it another chase scene? Yeah. Okay. This is confusingly the graphics here. What to do? What to jump? Is it just a chasing or can I do something? I don't think so. You never know though. Very trying to see when to jump here is quite distracting here. All the effects here and the kinda... that one blends very well into like the background. You're going round. I'm just guessing I'm supposed to just run here. Not sure exactly. Whoa! And I'm dead, I'm guessing. What the f... I did jump though. What? What? I don't see exactly. Like I shouldn't overthink it. It should be pretty easy, but I'm not really seeing where am I supposed to go. Huh? Okay, so I wasn't supposed to jump off. I was just supposed to stand there. Yeah, don't overthink. That was not a good thing. Just. Oh,
And so,
here you should just stop.
Thor was defeated. Little Orpheus destroyed. The bomb lost forever.
Not just that, General. In that moment, time sprung back to its proper shape.
The
And I
jungle.
found myself once more in Plutonia, as the start of my journey. But the wound in the interior sky was gone. The drill was gone. It was as if I had never been here. And they were nymph, free and happy, without the tyranny of toll, free to pursue their simple lives.
But we can never go back?
Never, General. One drill, one metal sphere, one lone cosmonaut was nearly enough to destroy time and unleash the tyrant toll upon our world. Who would think an innocuous beeping radio housed in a ball of metal could change the world so dramatically?
Who indeed? But tell me, what of you? And what of your return to the surface?
I stayed amongst the Mienk for as long as I could. But I came to realize they had begun to worship me as a king.
come
Oh,
on.
General, I am a good socialist and could not allow this workers' paradise to become corrupted. And so I left that wonderful land for the last time.
And then?
And then I walked. For 2 years I wandered, always looking for a way home, through lands and worlds almost beyond imagination. Until one day I emerged, blinking into sunlight, and realized I was home.
Until one day I emerged, just like that? You just found your way back to the surface?
Well, General, it was a little more complicated than that. There were great obstacles to overcome, and terrible challenges to face, and incredible lands to explore.
Enough, Ivan.
Enough, Ivanovich.
Little Orpheus is lost forever. The interior is sealed. You have returned with a story of socialism, triumphing over incredible odds. It is, as I said, enough for one night. Enough for my report, at least.
General, if I may...
Comrade Ivan Ivanovich Privalov, you are found guilty of all charges brought against you and sentenced to execution by firing squad.
Oh yeah.
However, having listened to your story, I believe you are quite mad. In other words, I find your madness guilty, not you. And we cannot execute madness. And indeed, there are lessons to be learned, even in the depths of this madness. Perhaps the Americans were right to send a chimp after all.
So, General?
Get out of my sight, Ivan. Go home.
That's the ending.
Enjoy a state
Alright.
pension
But
as
we
a
have one more
madman.
episode here on the PC, so
Just make sure I never see you again.
Yes, General. Of course, General. Anything you say. I shall be small and quiet and live a life without excitement and...
Out! Until one day I just emerged. Oh, very good, Tavarish. Very good indeed.
the end. Right. So, but there, I think. All right. I believe this is the ending on, if I read it up correctly, on the original Apple game. They released 4 first. That this ends here, but PC, there is one more episodes, I believe here, so, right. Episode 9. So let's end the video here and jump right back into the final episode here of this story. Interactive story, I guess. I think the first one was the strongest part here, you know. Then it's kind of like, you know, it's much of the same thing, so we kind of, it's losing a little bit of charm, especially for a, you know, a FPS player or a 2D platform or adrenaline pumping game that I usually play. So, but yeah, let's, I'm gonna end the video here and we're gonna be right back, jumping into the final here and see how this ties everything up. So stay tuned for that.